Ladies and gentlemen, we have finally found the ocean. China is in that direction where that ship is, just over that way. And if it wasn't so cloudy, you could probably see the coast. This is, and I might be pronouncing this wrong again, there's a little tiny beach down that way which we're going to go and have a look at. And I believe it's on the map as Taixi Dreamy Beach. Not an awful lot to look at. Lots of rocks on the beach. Well, it's not really a beach, it's more of a coast. It looks like someone's actually been sleeping there. And then if you look in the distance, just over the water there, there's what looks like a power plant. And then you can actually see, and you can pick it up better on camera than I can with my own eyes. That, what looks like mist or cloud, is actually, see, that is actually pollution. That is, I guess what you'd say, smog. It reminds me of what you get in LA. I mean, it's been a while since I've been to LA, but a very long while, 20 years. But I remember last time I was there, it was just continuously kind of smoggy, foggy, cloudy, etc. And I'd never come across anything like that before, so I just thought it was fog, to be honest. And it wasn't until the locals told me in LA that it's from the pollution, it's from all the traffic and all the cars. And I was shocked, and I remember them saying actually that if it continued at that same rate that they were going, it would only be another 10 years, they said at the time, until you couldn't see from one side of the Grand Canyon to the other because of the smog. That hasn't happened actually, so I don't know whether I think they did put some things in place, the governor. I think it might have even been Arnold Schwarzenegger that did it, to do with pollution and green agenda and what have you, and they cleaned up the air. But I remember there being oxygen bars in LA, downtown LA, and I was like, why have they got oxygen bars? And it was so you could actually go in and have some fresh air, have some clean oxygen in your lungs for 15 minutes. And that's what this reminds me of. A lot of Taiwan that I've been to so far, West Coast, has been very, very much polluted air. And it's one of the things that actually really bothers me, because I'm used to living in a place where the air is very, very clean. So to come here and be, subjected everywhere I go to this type of air is feels like an assault on the senses almost. So I'm going to try and get to that beach and we can have a look. So here we are. Taixi Dreamy Beach it's called on Google Maps. Taixi Dreamy Beach. I wouldn't call it dreamy, but I guess it's a little bit of a beach. Have a little walk down, a little look. So not all that bad, really, I suppose. My feet are sinking in the sand. It's very soft. I mean, yeah, the view's lovely, but again, it's you know, all that you can see is pretty much pollution over there. Well, not all of it, but there is a hell of a lot of it. So I think really from what I've been told and the research I've done, you can see all the big shipping containers coming into port there as well, pumping out smoke. And as I say, China's over there. So yeah, I think pretty much from what I've been told and the research I've done, the best beaches and probably the cleanest kind of air that you're going to get here in Taiwan as well is I would say East Coast. East Coast tends to be more kind of countryside, nature, forests, greenery, a lot less industrialized. West coast of Taiwan is very industrialized. You only have to look on the maps to see that. Much more built up, but this is the first time I've seen the ocean since I've been in Taiwan, and coming from always living on an island, always living on the coast, and literally being able to look out my window and see the sea and the beaches, not seeing the sea or the coast since I've been here, which has been 3 weeks now, has been a little bit different for me, because I'm used to seeing this kind of view every day. So my plan is really to go and explore the east coast of Taiwan and see what it's got to offer, because from what I've been told, that is where, you know, it's just beautiful, and where nature is just, you know, extraordinary over there from what I've been told. And I also believe down south of Taiwan there's some lovely beaches down there too. So we will keep going, keep exploring, but I think it's very important to come and see these things for yourself, because from what I've learned, there are an awful lot of YouTubers that will make a place sound a lot more nicer and beautiful than it might be in reality. And it's very easy to do that. You just show the good bits, you don't show the bad bits. You know, you put your own spin on it, and anything can look beautiful if it's edited the right way on YouTube. But for me, I really do try not to edit anything if possible. I don't think I've cut anything out of any videos, to be honest with you. No, I pretty much just film raw and string it all together. I don't cut any bits out. Good and bad. I think it's important that people should see what's really going on, and that's what I'm about. I don't try to put spin on anything. I just sort of say it how it is, and I guess give my opinion. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm stood here now looking at that sunset, sun going down, and it is a beautiful view. It is a beautiful view. But I think when I personally looked on Google at this beach, it very much sounded to me like it was somewhere that you could bring your kids, paddle in the sea, and, you know, have an ice cream and a picnic. I would not want my children to go in there, because all you've got is big shipping lanes there and factories over here, and it's very, very industrialized. And I would hazard a very good guess that the quality of the water in this bay, in fact on this stretch of coast probably, isn't that clean. I would probably say. But don't get me wrong, nice to come and watch the sun go down. Lovely view. Grab yourself a coffee or a cold drink and come and sit here and, you know, gather your thoughts. Absolutely. But I wouldn't want to go swimming in there, that's for sure. The other thing is, it was quite difficult for me to get here anyway. I don't fully rely or have my trust in Google, to be honest with you. Google does tend to take you a very strange way. Oh, there's some crabs. There's crabs running up and down the beach here we can have a look at. That's quite exciting. Let's have a look at these. So you can actually see, I've just sort of figured this out, there's little holes like this all along where the tide kind of meets the beach. And there's these little, someone will probably know, I don't, but there's these little crabs, only tiny, and they keep popping up out of these little holes when the sea comes in and running down the beach. And they're, I tell you what, they're fast. I'm trying to catch one on video for you. See these little holes? They just pop their heads up. And when the water's coming in, you can see the bubbles coming out of the holes. I'm going to try and catch one on camera, not catch one in my hand, by the way. Look. Where's that little thing going? Just have a little... Oh, I can see one over there. Try and get a bit close. Wow, they're fast. They are really, really fast. Too fast for me to even get on the camera. But yeah, you can't beat that, can you really? That's a beautiful sunset. But yeah, I came here by bike. And when I say bike, I mean motorcycle. I keep getting this wrong. A lot of locals here, when I say bike, they say, "Oh, cycling." I'm like, no, scooter. And a lot of them don't know what scooter is either. That the word scooter, and they go, and eventually they understand me and go, "Oh, you mean motorcycle?" I wouldn't call it a motorcycle because it's a scooter. It's not like a Harley Davidson or something like that, you know. But yeah, I think because I was on a bike, Google took me a bike route, which of course is safe and fine, but it just tends to take longer. It took me about an hour and a half to get here, so it was quite a trek, and I had a bit of a numb bum when I got off the bike, that's for sure. I think if I was going to go any further, I think it would be by car, because yeah, it's not that easy on the scooter going long distances. But it has been nice to get out though, and the sun sets very quickly here as well. I mean, we are coming up to the end of November now, so you know, I guess we're sort of coming into the winter here. But it's hard for me to say that because it's still 20. I mean, I don't know what it was today actually. I didn't look at the temperature, but yesterday it was like 20, I think 27 degrees, 28 degrees. And it's supposed to be going into winter, so it's like, to me that's quite funny because, you know, in the UK winter is, you know, maybe 6 degrees maximum. I mean, I remember last November I travelled up to Scotland on the train, and the rail strikes were on, so I got stuck in I'm trying to think what it's called now. I was in Dumfries, and then I had to go over to Lockerbie. That was it, Lockerbie. And I was stood at Lockerbie train platform station, and the next train was supposed to be in like 10 minutes. Got cancelled. The next one was supposed to be in an hour. That got cancelled. And I was stood there for 3 hours. It was so cold. It was minus 11 Celsius. That's winter. That's a cold winter. So yeah, I find it funny when they say this is winter, because I can handle this. I can handle this all day long. But yeah, I think, in all honesty, I keep talking about it, but it did shock me, the quality of the air here. And I've actually got an app which I downloaded, which tells you the air quality live, you know, wherever you are or whatever destination you put in. And it will, you know, tell you that this level of air quality is not safe, not recommended to go out, not recommended for people with existing health problems, not recommended for babies, you know. So I've never really had to think about that stuff before. But yes, I will put some more information about this place in the description below if you should be in the area or should wish to come and have a look. I don't like to be negative, but I wouldn't go out of your way because it's not great. I've had a bit of a further walk down now, and I can show you. So yeah, this is what you're looking at. You know, quite a lot of litter, quite a lot of stuff washed up on the shore, metal poles, bits of, you know, logs, and it actually looks like there's people that have built sheds here and like shelters. Homeless people may be living here, I don't know. I have been told that there is quite a few homeless people in different parts of Taiwan. I don't really know how bad of a problem it is. I really don't know. I wouldn't want to say without knowing, but I've heard of them sleeping in places like the train stations and things like that in different areas. But I do hope, because again, I hate to be so negative, but I think the reason I'm being negative is because I'm disappointed, actually. Yeah, I'm just disappointed. I was looking forward to coming to the beach, and I drove an hour and a half to get here on the bike, so I think I was looking forward to coming here myself, and I was even in my mind thinking I'll end up going in the sea and end up having a swim, but nah, ain't doing that. No chance. So that's it for me. The moon is coming out, which you might be able to see behind me, up there. And the sun is going down, so it's about time I jump back on my bike and get out here. It will be dark very quickly here. 20 minutes it'll be dark. It's 5:10 p.m. now, and as I said, it took me an hour and a half to get here, so I will most certainly be driving back in the dark. So yeah, as I said, I will put all the details in the description below. Have a look for yourself. There are actually some nice pictures of the place. If you look on Google Maps, there are some nice pictures. But again, that's kind of my point. That drew me here. And then of course I got here and I was like, oh, this isn't what I was expecting. So yeah, take from it what you will, but I'm not going to be I'm trying not to be all negative at the moment, because it's only one place out of many places, and I am determined to find a beautiful beach where I can jump in and go for a swim and show you guys some tranquil, beautiful, clean beaches. That's what I want to do. So until next time, thanks again for everyone who watches my channel, and I know I talk a lot, but if you're watching, thanks for sticking with me, and I would appreciate it if you did like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help. Thank you very much, and until next time, see you on the next time.